Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy here, and today I thought we'd make a seahorse. Um, it is going to require two um, 260s of any colors. You might just try to see if they look good together, and then a little scrap of any color to make eyes. Probably going to find a scrap of white here, but we're going to start with our whatever you want your base color for the seahorse to be, and we're going to go ahead and inflate the balloon leaving about 6 fingers. So a hand and a thumb. Do a little burp. All right, we're gonna do 2 very small pinch twists. Okay, the little 1 finger bubbles, maybe even smaller than that here. And that becomes the lips of our seahorse, the mouth. Then we're gonna do a 3-finger bubble, followed by 2 matched 3-finger bubbles. And then, excuse me, we're not going to quite bird body this, but we are going to basically pull it through. We might be able to roll it through, but sometimes I think pulling it through gives it a little better shape because we got to pull it through until we get about the size that we want for our head, and then we're going to lock it back in place. Gives us a nice little curvature, and we're going to go ahead and put a pinch twist right behind that. Oh, helps if I go ahead and twist both sides. There we go. All right. So you can also roll it through like a bird body. It'll do the same thing. I think it just gives it a little better curve and split when you do the pull through. Okay, so we've got our pinch twist here. We're going to do a 2-finger bubble, and then we are going to do a bird body, just a 3-finger, maybe 4-finger bird body. Okay, so 2 matching bubbles, followed by a third of the same length, rolled through. Rolled through. There we go. And then finish it off with 2 more 1-finger pinch twists. That's going to help us give some direction and everything for, and then an attachment point for the next piece. And we're going to go ahead and give that tail a good little curl. And squeeze. All right, to make it a hook. Okay, so we're going to take our other balloon, we're going to inflate it just over halfway. Okay, so leaving about 2 hand widths at the end. A slight little burp, and then we're going to go in with 2 2-finger petals. And remember to use that knot to lock the first one in place, and then do the second one. And then those, and we're actually going to use that nozzle to wrap around the pinch twist and then back around our petals. And then I'm just going to bring that balloon under a couple of times to help lock it all in place. Okay. So it's those fins on the back of the head is what we're creating there. All right, and then we're going to do 2 1 finger bubbles. And we're going to go ahead and wrap that around the neck. And figure out on your body section which side is going to be the front. This one is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to make that my front. And we're going to go, in this case, this is about 2 hand widths. And then into that bottom set of pinch twists. And I'm going to give that just a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, that makes those side fins. All right, and I'm going to go back up the other side doing the same thing. And you might even use the one you just created to help measure. And wrap back up underneath the neck. Okay, give it a little pinch. Again, that's those side fins. And then we're going to match these two here. Come back up into that top pinch twist. Roll under. In this case, I went into the pinch twist and the pedal. So lock it all in place. And then we can tear off the remainder of our secondary color. Then I'm going to take that top pinch twist. I'm going to turn it so that it's splitting those 2 top fins. All right. And as you can see, we already have our Seahorse together. And at this point, if you wanted to just do marker art on here, you could. You could use a 5-inch round for the eyes. Or in this case, if I have anything in my scrap bag, let's see. I do not. So I'm just going to grab a white 260. Blow it up just about a hand's width. And I'm going to do 2 what we referred to as juicy pinch twists, because they're not quite petals, but they are they're bigger than a regular pinch twist. Okay, and you can do it by twisting off the bubble. In this case, it's about a 2.5 finger bubble, and then twisting it together. Tear off. Now I'll have some white in my scrap bag. Tie off. All right, and then those are going to go right into that head loop that we made. And see, that's why you could also do that with a split 5-inch round. And then I'm going to give it, let's do some green eyes, because, you know, under the sea, right? Do a couple of big circles with my green marker. And then take the black Sharpie. And I don't want to go quite in the center. I'm going to go forward a little bit on that. All right. And there you have it. A little seahorse for all your mermaid princesses out there. As always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.